I want to tell you guys a few quick things. I have a whole playlist of fashion, so it's not just, fashion that is current. It has a mixture of like inspired by outfits other people created. It has a list of things that are going to be in season fall winter of 2024. So it's a list of different things, but I want to add something to it. Now, you guys know I did the shipping roll or ribbon roll cardboard and linen bracelet. So this is just a bracelet made out of the leftover roll from ribbon. And then this thing that looks like it's the clear plastic popular bracelets. It's nothing but like a piece of plastic that I got. I got something and it was in the packaging. And then I took the gold cord, wrapped it around. Let me see if I can get that straight. And made a bracelet out of it. So one side of it would have like a little bit of the marks, but the other side is smooth. So by wrapping it in the gold, you really can't tell. And so I'm going to link something that I saw for sale at Nordstrom's. For sale at Nordstrom's. And so you can see how if you make something, if you guys can get plastic bracelet, you can actually make something similar to that bracelet. I don't have the material to make something similar to it, but I like the look of it. I like the look of having something clear that had the gold. And I was telling you guys this in the pearl ring video where I was saying how I'm kind of into the look of having something so delicate with something hard like gold, because to me gold stands out. And something like a pearl and gold, or something clear plastic which is delicate because it's see-through, and then put gold on it. So to me, it just, I don't know, it just stands out. I guess I'm just saying that it just stands out more. So I want to tell you about that. The other thing I want to tell you about is I'm going over music and some of the best musicians out there. And I was looking at an article about stealing royalties from Black musicians. And part of what I think this constant 24/7 surveillance is doing to me is the very same thing, where I'm not giving credit for my work. So what they were saying was they didn't know I actually had things printed. And part of this is a bigger issue. A lot of writers who did online work didn't realize our work would be taken, no longer online. So people don't always have a hard copy of their work. So if you have ever written online, check to make sure your work is online still, and if it is printed. If not, see if you can get a copy of your original work so you have proof that you wrote it. The thumbnails that I've been using recently come from articles that I wrote that are currently offline, but I plan on putting back on my website. I have the rights to those articles, so I can put it on a website. The other point about that is that this process that they keep telling me, they keep mind controlling me, saying I'm supposed to be writing with them, I'm supposed to be with them, I'm not supposed to get credit for doing work alone. In school, your very job is to do work on your own. It seems like, again, this foreign idea that we have to all work together. So they said, well, what about the Jesuits? The Jesuits, if you check, are also foreign. And that's my point. Something about them, they're not fact-checking their facts before correcting me. And to that, I tell them, if you want to seem like you are an authority figure, please do what authority figures would do, which is have their facts together. If I have to fact-check the fact-checkers, then they're not fact-checkers. They're just people shouting things out in my apartment. The other big deal about that is that there's a really good article. I'm not going to link it because I don't want to get off on a different topic. But the whole point of this is that they said that someone once said, did someone help me write it? It was just a comment. It wasn't like, oh, now we're going to spend 30. That was probably in 1990 something. So we're going to spend 30 years on the same comment. That's what they wanted. They wanted to make me seem mentally ill. And part of this is bringing out their mental illness, which is that they cannot go forward in life. They keep going over the same stuff over and over again. It would just annoy me. So when they're saying, well, they'll always try to find me, I know they will. That's, again, going over the same thing over and over again. It's a psychological issue. So they just said, oh, that's what obsession is. Yeah, that is what obsession is. So their psychological issues, they keep trying to put onto other people. No, it's the people running this who have this psychological issue. if you don't know the facts and you're correcting me on things that I know well over 50 years, and that's a big issue for me. If I've been around something or experienced something, and it's part of who I am over 50 years, for you to come in 2016 and tell me otherwise is going to make us argue. We're not going to get along. So, and they say they thought I had a problem getting along with people. I've gotten along with many people throughout my life. So they say, well, why would I leave a job? I'm entitled to. This is America. What nation are we living in where people have to stay to prove to you that they are likable? I'll put as a thumbnail an election I won in college because, again, I don't have to prove it, but it helps to get the truth out there. So
This was October 1991, and it was published in our school newspaper. So again, my name Shamega would be known to most people in the school because it was unique. And I wasn't just published for this, I was published in the paper for Dean's List, and I was in a press release.
don't have to prove it, but it helps to get the truth out there so that they cannot rewrite my life story and they cannot make Jesuits American. That's for them. Thank you for watching.